can't explain what happened next. So I was like this, and then something happened. I can't explain that thing. And I was like, I stood up, like, and everybody looked at me. And then they looked at me and back to what they were doing. I was like, okay, what just happened? Now maybe I'm imagining things. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. What do you do? It's good. If you don't know, my name is Miss Eva. Awesome. You're most definitely welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing. I promise you're gonna like it here. Please hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post. Like this video, please comment, share the video, and yeah, just do the most. To my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you so much for the love and support, like, bro. Yo guys, you saw the title of this video, right? Ish. So I think 2 weeks back I posted something like what do I call it? Is it a tutorial or whatever, how to do space noodles? Yeah, bro, don't try that at home. Actually, I'm gonna take that video down because wowist. So yeah, without any further ado, let me get to the story. So it was Friday night, right? It was Friday night. I had just I came from campus, actually, Bika. I was shooting videos with Miss Lolo Noble. Please go check out the channel and subscribe. Just go do the most. So we took videos. She accompanied me home, and when I got there, was like, it's Friday, I want weed, right? Cool. So I yo I things that we do. So cool. I went to the school group and I was like, okay guys, like, can anybody hook me up with a person who sells weed? And somebody DMs me and sends me the numbers of that guy. Cool. I text the guy and I'm like, yo dude, I hear that you're selling weed. He's like, yeah. I'm like, where you at? He tells me. I'm like, okay, cool, let's meet Cobalt Shop from Silverwood. It's late. It's late. I think it was like 7:30 to 8. Yeah, I wasn't even like scared to go out, but anyways, that side is very safe. Shop. I go with this other lady. Let's call her No. Yeah, let's call her No. Nono's like, yo, Eva, let me go with you. Cool. And happy, I was hungry at the time. I ate Kellogg's because yeah, I ate Kellogg's. I was waiting for somebody to cook. Actually, I didn't want to cook, so cool. We go to Bulks to meet this guy. When I meet him, I'm like, okay, cool, I don't have cash, so I do transaction. Cool. I come back. I go back home. When I get home, I'm like, so like I'm flexing. Hey, I got my weed. They're like, okay, cool. Where's the Rizla? Let's do the things. I'm like, flip, I didn't buy Rizla. Now what was going on in my head was just that I want weed and I'm gonna have weed. I didn't think about the Rizla or anything. I was just into weed that day. Anyways guys, I'm drinking water. That's how you pronounce it. Don't just pronounce it anyhow guys. It's very expensive. I actually ordered it from let me keep quiet. Y'all say I'm flexing on YouTube, so let me keep quiet. So cool. Let's call this one 80, right? 80 is like, okay, let's go around and ask for Rizla. Okay, cool. We go around. Nobody has Rizla. Sure. My Nigerian friend, let's call him Funke because I'm angry at him. Yeah, his name is Funke. Funke is like, I usually eat weed with noodles. I'm like, weed with noodles? He's like, yeah, it's nice, we should try it. I'm like, cool, I'm game. let's do this. So we go to his place to go get the noodles, right? We get there, come back. Bro, like I felt like, I don't know what was wrong with me that day. I felt like I was on top of the world. I got weed, sharp. Bruh, I do the things that cannot be undone. Then I only moving, I'm grating it because I was like, okay, I didn't do it, somebody did it, but I think you should grate it. So I was like, you know what, I'll just be creative, I'll do what needs to be done. I'm grating them. So they're looking at me, they're like, don't you think that's too much? I'm like, bro, nah. They're like, oh, if I should use measurements. I'm like, duh, I'm an African, we don't use measurements. I just have to listen to that small voice in my head, and if it says it's enough, then I will stop. If not, I gonna go and do the most. So cool, I did the most. Hey, you right? Sharp. Can I only eat the space noodles? Let's call them space noodles because I don't know what they're called. How sharp. First I got the space noodles. Yo, I was happy. I don't know why. I was happy. And the reason why I actually like wanted to smoke weed so bad is because like I feel like I haven't experienced so many things in life. Like people can talk about those, like, and I'll be like, what? Those things happen? So I was like, you know what, I'm so sick and tired of my boring life. I want to do something freaky. I want to do something that will give me that experience. And did it not give me experience? Cool, I ate. So I think we ate the dish. I think it was the size, right? The size, right? Because I was hungry and now I'm a foodie, I can eat. I ate half of that plate, that dish or whatever. Yeah, it was a tapa actually. I ate half, and Funke and Nono shared the other half. You get my point? So now I ate the entire half. They shared the other half. Sharp. Okay, on top of that, I love animals. Like I said, this is water, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Sharp. So okay, cool. I grab a glass of wine as well. Hi, so time goes by. We were 2, 4, 6. I think we were 7, if I'm not mistaken. So 2 went to sleep, and we were 5. It was me, Nono, Funke, can I get a little 80, yeah, 80, and this one red lamit. Let's call him Hansa. He's gonna be so pissed at me. Like the reason I'm calling him Hansa is because like he has this name, man. Yeah, babe, you get my point. Sharp. Le Hansa. We are 5 now. Okay, cool. I'm sitting here, right? I'm sitting here, and my Nigerian friend Funke is sitting here as well. So I'm on my phone. Funke is on his phone as well, but we're watching videos together. So I'll watch the videos and then go back to my phone, and just like that, sharp. Hello, so chicky. Hi, man. I don't know what. I can't explain what happened next. So I was like this, and then something happened. I can't explain that thing, and I was like, I stood up, like, and everybody looked at me. And then they looked at me and back to what they were doing. I was like, okay, what just happened? Now maybe I'm imagining things. I'm like, bruh, on the spot, I started praying because I was like, that, like it happened maybe within a split of a second. And then I was like, there's no way, I don't want to feel like this. So I started praying, Father God, please let this be a joke. Hey, I prayed. And then I sat down. But now I was cautious. I was like, what just happened? Sharp. Now I'm no longer on the phone. I'm just listening to music. Hi, bo, that thing happens again. I stand up. I'm like, guys, I'm not fine. They look at me. And they laugh. Eva, stop being dramatic, bro. I'm like, I'm not fine. And something is wrong with me. And when I'm trying to explain, it happens again. Yo, bro, I took off my wig, threw it there. And I'm like, I'm not fine. So Funke stood up and was like, okay, Eva, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. When I'm still explaining, it happens again. Bro, I found myself putting my head in his shirt like this, like I was like, I'm not fine. I wanted to cry, right? But I couldn't cry. You know what was happening there? I felt like somebody was playing with the switch, right? On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. In such a way, like I'll be conscious, unconscious, conscious, unconscious, conscious, unconscious. So when I'm unconscious, I'd feel like, no, I was dead. And then something woke me. It means I'm supposed to die tonight. And I can't die, I'm very young. I started running. So I didn't trust myself at that moment. I saw that something was happening and I don't like it. And I don't trust myself. So I took Funke's hand, right? And I was like, you need to hold me so tight. Hold me like this. It's like, okay, cool. What's going on? I'm like, let's go outside. Because I felt like I'm dying. And I need to fight this death. I cannot die. I'm young. We went outside, down the stairs. When I'm there, I'm like, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop. I just want to pace up and down, up and down, up and down. And they're like, okay, Eva, now we're tired. We're tired. We can't be walking around the yard like the whole night. We are tired. What's going on? So I'm like, I'm trying to explain to you, you know what? There's something wrong with me. There is something wrong with me. He's like, no, there's nothing wrong with me. You're just normal. You're just being dramatic. I'm like, bro, there's something. And there was something wrong with me. So I'm trying to explain. It's like I'm dying. 1 minute I'm fine. The next I'm dead. That was what was happening to. When I'm still explaining, I feel my eyes, like I felt like my eyes were being blurred. I don't know how to explain that, but I felt like I was near to darkness, like darkness was approaching me and my knees were getting weaker. So I was like, okay, now the wind cannot do anything to me. I was like, shower. I'm smart. I'm like, let's go inside. I ran inside. So AT is following us and he's like, Eva, what's going on? Remember, Funke took some as well. So it's starting to kick in. So cool. I get into the shower. So Funke's like, well, I don't wanna see things. Please, let me go call Nono for you. Nono can't. And Nono doesn't care about me, bro. She doesn't care. She's like, just get into the shower. I'm like, what if I die in the shower? What if I drain? What if like I'm thinking a lot of things. Or what if like the water or something? I get young guys, but that was what I was thinking. Sharp, I'm praying in the shower, Father God, if you can heal me from this, I promise I will never touch weed ever again. I promise I will go back to church. I promise I will stop doing these things. Sharp. Yo, Sharp. I got out of the shower and I'm still the same. I don't feel better. Okay, so I went to where they were sitting, right? I'm like, guys, I'm not fine. They're like, okay, what's wrong? Eva, you are fine. You're just being dramatic. What is wrong? There's nothing wrong with you. So I feel like I need now get up here. Like I need to go outside. So I'm looking at the balcony and I'm like, maybe I should go to the balcony. But then I'm thinking, no, I don't trust myself. What if I jump off of the balcony? I'm like, no, outside. I ran. No, that time like I took, because I can't go outside alone because we are like on the second floor. So I want somebody to hold my hand so that when I jump off the balcony, he will hold me so tight. That's what I'm thinking. Yo, I get down there, like I'm just pacing. Funke's like, there's no way. I'm tired. Like I will not do this with you. Tell us what's going on. And guys, I told them what was going on. They never understood. They just thought I was being dramatic. So AT was like, okay, Eva, come here. I'm like, no, come on, go. I'm like, yo, and for you, I was like, okay, give me your phone because you're gonna lose your phone. I'm like, there's no way. I'm not giving you my phone. Because I felt like if they can't help me and if they take my phone, who will help me? Because now I'm stuck. So cool. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna give you my phone. Like I put it on my, what was I wearing that day? I was wearing shorts. So I put like motenga short, like here. I get sharp. I'm like, now I feel like I need to go. Like, I got into the shower 4 times. Showering was cold water. It was cold, but I never felt a thing. Hi. So like the fourth time, I was like, no, I give up. I'm dying. I remember telling Funke, if I die, please tell my son that I love him. But that time I was so disappointed in myself. Okay, now I'm dying. It means my son will grow up the same way I grew up. I'm explaining. Okay, guys, like I gave up because I've tried everything. I'm like, I'm not fine. So Hansa, excuse me. Hansa's like, okay, Eva, come sit on top of me. You know, I went humbly, so I sat on top of him. And one thing about Hans and I, we always fighting. So there was no way I could sit on top of him. Like, there was no way I could sit on his lap. But I just did. And when I'm like, Kesha Savannah are like, oh, Papa, go ahead. Because no, can you imagine? But as I was sitting, because it was like, okay, if I relax, you'll be fine. Now I'm starting to die again. Yeah. I stood up, bro. Went back into the shower. I called my paternal aunt's husband, because one thing about my paternal aunt, like, she will not answer your phone. Right? And it was late. So I called her husband. And I got straight to the point. I was like, bro, I am... And I never knew that I was in Porsche. So I told him, I'm at Silverwood. I'm in this apartment. Please come fetch me because I'm in trouble. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was like, I'm going crazy, bruh. He was like, okay, cool. And then he called me back, but I missed his call because my phone is always on a do not disturb mode. I don't know. That's how I prefer it. Shop. So hi man, I so good to know my uncle is not coming. I called this other brother of mine, right, Nigerian brother. I told him, bro, like, there's something wrong with me, like, bro, because the people whom I was with, they didn't believe me. So I was like, okay, if I can call my brother, he'll do something. But pity, he was so far, and he had competitions the following day. He couldn't come, so he tried his, like, guys, I saw what was happening, but then again, I didn't, like, it was just a mess. I don't know what was going on that day. So I saw his text on the group, on the group chat, right? Yeah, NWU. Oh no, man, he's organizing someone to come check up on me. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll be fine. It started again. Now I was like, So 80 was like, okay. Because Funke was super high. So I was like, 80, let's go outside. I was like, okay, cool, let's go. When we got there, he was like, you know what, Eva, let's go, you need to sleep. At that time, guys, like, I didn't have any other option. I was like, okay, cool, let me sleep. If I die, I die. If, like, I can't run from this thing. If I die, I die. Cool, we get inside. I get into bed, and then he wanted to leave. I was like, no, if you leave me, I'm gonna die very quickly. So sit with me so that when I die, at least I'll die after some time. He sat with me, and then at least I slept. So those ones which Linda style started coming in, we loved. I remember I was shivering, right? I could shiver, and then I'd ask them, guys, I'm shivering. They'll be like, no, you're not shivering. And then after a while, they'll be like, yeah, you're shivering. And then I would start, like, I was stumbling, like, I couldn't, like, in my mind, I'm like, so this is how I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. So I'd be like, guys, I can't talk properly. They'll be like, no, you can talk properly. And then later they'll realize, oh no, she was right. So it'll be like, I don't know how was it. And then I slept. When I woke up maybe a couple of my glaring. When I woke up, I went to the bathroom. The mat was not there. Apparently I wet the mat. I couldn't feel anything. I was so weak. All I wanted was to eat. I ate and then went back to bed. I woke up around 6. I went to eat again. Like, I was high the whole Saturday and week. Sunday I was high. Monday I was high. I think Tuesday, that's when I was getting better. I'm never ever smoking weed, no eating it. Like, I'm done with weed. Weed is toxic for me. Like, but I don't regret anything that happened. Like, I don't regret it. Like, I'm actually happy that that happened to me. Now I know weed is very dangerous for me. But will I ever do it again? Never. Okay guys, there was my story about my experience with weed. Like I said, the video, I think, is the second or the third. Yeah, I don't know, man. You just check it, like, it's there, but I think I'm gonna take it down. Thank you so much for watching this far. Thank you so much for subscribing, because I know you subscribe. Thank you so much for liking my video. Thank you so much for commenting. Yeah, thank you for doing the most. Thank you so much for hitting that notification bell. That's it from me for today. English, I think it's weird again. Till next time.